Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beyond the White Noise Paranormal Videocast. And tonight we have on Cat and Lynx from the Calamityville Horror, also Ravens Press. But tonight what we're going to do is we're going to discuss with the ladies how the hell they broke America. I just am sitting there scratching my head going, you broke America.
Yeah.
How the hell did you guys break America?
It started when we took rocks from the Grand Canyon, and then everything just like collapsed in on itself. And we're sorry about that, but we've got souvenir rocks. Is he there?
I find that remarkably impressive. Sorry, America, we broke you.
Sorry, America, but we have rocks. Look.
Yeah, it was so much worse. That's pretty much all you've got to show for destroying America is the parts of America you broke.
And the photos. Yeah.
And the photos.
Those rocks are. That's what's awesome about it. Millions of years old, those rocks.
I didn't catch a word of what you said then, Kate.
I'm here. Let me stretch real quick because
Stretch too there made you sound a lot better.
What did you say?
When you stretched, then you just sounded a lot better. That was kind of good. That was impressive.
Like this?
No, you're cool.
How about like that?
It's not about how you're standing, you know.
How about like that?
Yeah.
How about like that?
Yeah.
I feel we should be taking pictures.
Yeah. All I keep hearing is...
But then you get the cheesy, how y'all do.
Yeah. All I kept hearing there was the cheesy 90s music. That's all it was. Yeah. Boy band, just saying.
Leave that boy band alone. I swear to God. I'm kidding.
Backstreet Boys. Nevertheless, right, okay, so first question is, right, how in the hell did you manage to sneak all that crap through customs? I know we've talked about this beforehand, but no point in us knowing.
Well, we didn't manage to get our camping mats to be squashed, but we did eventually. But yeah, because we bought these really cool decorative daggers, and we just put them in our suitcase and covered them with our clothes. And our mate Neem was like, "You're gonna have to declare them," and we're like, "Let's just see." And she was like, "After the trouble you had in Gatwick, they're gonna take those off you." And we'll be like, "You're like, well, we'll test it." And then yeah, they just let it through. We put it in the checked luggage, and they were obviously like, "Oh, it's got skulls on, it's harmless. It's going to the UK, it's fine."
Yeah. It looks like it's custom made to suck the blood out of a chicken in the middle of a sacrifice. Let them take it. What's the worst that can happen? But I don't know. American weapons, they've got the weird in the way that they handle things. If you could probably get away with sneaking a grenade out of America.
Yeah.
But if you try to take chocolate, that's a problem.
We did have a suitcase full of food as well, and about eight cartons of soya milk, and we got that through as well.
I saw that because you posted an image up on I think it was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And the second I seen the image, the first thing I thought of these guys, doomsday preppers. I just had visions that you thought we're going to end up on an island and we need loads of supplies. Not that you were on a 7-hour flight or an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
How long was your flight?
It was 11 hours to Vegas. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, we were so bored. It was just like after a couple of films, you're like, we just want to get off now. Just land the plane, we'll walk.
Yeah, I can swim. It's okay. It's totally fine. But I know where Vegas is concerned, it's nice. It's out the way, but that's not all you've managed to get a grip of in Vegas, is it?
Oh no! Well, we met Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got 2 marriage proposals in Vegas as well. We've gone 32 years, not a single marriage proposal. We get to Vegas, we get 2. We've been like days of each other.
Especially in Vegas, just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no to that one.
Was he Mexican?
No, one was Italian.
What was Italian?
Yeah, one was Italian, and he insisted on taking a photo of us to show his mum of who he was going to marry. And then another guy was a guy that just used to hang out on the bridge with his dog, and we were like, kind of want your dog, but not.
You like to hang his dog off a bridge? No.
No, he used to hang out on the bridge with his dog.
Can you imagine it? No. That's kind of creepy, but it's not like normal creepy. It's Las Vegas creepy. That.
Yeah.
Vegas is a creepy place sometimes. I went to this place it's called Laughlin, Nevada. It's like a wannabe Laughlin. It's a wannabe Vegas, but it's like smaller. It's like a creep fest. All these people that gamble. That's all they do is they got this look on their face like they're gonna eat this one roll is all the money they have in the world, and you're going like Jesus. I go, I can't deal with this. I'm not a gambler, so I don't.
Yeah, there was like people at the slot machines at like 7 a.m. and we were like, "Why are you even out of bed? We wouldn't be out of bed if we didn't have to. If we didn't have a very good reason for it at 7 a.m." And they were like, they're on the slot machines, and we were like, "Do people not sleep?"
Yeah, they don't need to. There's an autoplay button on the slot machine. That's what it is. Play the autoplay and sleep against the machine till 7. But did you manage to get out anywhere else in Las Vegas, or was it all literally strictly business for Las Vegas?
Well, we did the Grand Canyon. We did a helicopter ride to the Grand Canyon and landed in it. Where we took the rocks. So that was amazing. Other than that, no, we just stayed sort of pretty much on the strip, in and out of, because a lot of the hotels were haunted, so we were going around with our cameras. And on one day, Neen was at her brother's wedding, so we were left completely unattended in Vegas, and we were like, this isn't going to end well. And that's when we got the marriage proposal. And,
this isn't going to end well.
we wandered around like some really posh hotels with our video camera, and we wandered into a private area, and they were like, oh, this is a private, because we were like, if we act like we were supposed to be here, no one's going to stop us. And we used to get the lifts up to the guest floors and everything.
We go on around the guest floor corridors, and no one stopped us.
And then we went into this private area, and they were like, oh, this is a private area. And I spotted a map on the wall, and I went over to the map, and I was like, oh, we're just, trying to get our bearings. We've just arrived here and that. And then they got distracted by the fact that we're twins, and it was all right then. They let us go then.
They let us go. You ain't going to get detained. Don't worry about it. But no, do you know the one thing with Nevada, and I know it's not exactly anything paranormal in per se, but being that close to Area 51, or at least to Groom Lake, I'd be on the first bus out of there, and I'd be like, I'll see you in a bit, family and friends. I'm going. I'm going to go see what's going on down there.
If you went to near Area 51, Mo, you wouldn't see family and friends anymore, dude. That's all I gotta say.
Have you seen the post box it's got? Area 51's got its own post box.
Oh yeah, there's the black box, isn't it? But it's not black.
And it's literally in the middle of a junction, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had a friend for his 30th birthday. Him and his wife went for a drive across Route 66.
Oh,
and he detoured that black box, and he got his photographs taken by it, and he nearly ran it over. As he was reversing away, he just sort of scrapes past it. He stopped, turned around with his camera on his phone, took a photograph, thumbs up, and then just got off. in two scouts way, I'll just scratch the crap out of something and just go. Let's not worry about that one.
Can you imagine if we got anywhere within like 50 miles of Area 51, they probably just shoot us on sight. Or
there's signs, actually. A friend of mine's a trucker, a long-distance trucker, and he was out there, and he said there's signs out there that you will be... You could be shot if you're...
I thought you meant that film signs. Like aliens in the cornfields.
Real signs, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll shoot your ass.
Tinfoil hats.
Oh, yeah, tinfoil hats.
Oh, dude, we've done that before.
Yes, and I don't want to admit to it anymore.
Yeah, no,
we never did it, Mo. It just was just...
They were dark days. They were dark days.
Bad days we did that.
No, that was bad. So you robbed the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
How did the Meet 'em at Ghost Adventures go? How did that?
Well, we didn't even know they were there, and one of our friends...
We could only get Wi-Fi in our hotel, and it was crap, so we missed a lot of stuff.
And one of our friends, who's a massive Ghost Adventures fan, tagged us like on the Tuesday night saying Ghost Adventures are going to be in Las Vegas outside the Riviera at 6, and we were like, we didn't know this. And so then it was the next night, and so we got a bus down there, but we didn't catch the bus till 5 to 6, and we were like, we're going to be so late. We were actually half tempted to kick the driver off the bus and just take the wheel like in Speed, and we were like, Sandra Bullock can drive a bus, so can we. Yeah. We had no idea where we were going, and they drive on the wrong side, so we thought best not.
They do drive on the wrong side in America though, don't they?
Yeah, it's so. And one bus driver we had to the Grand Canyon, I swear to God, she wanted to kill herself and take everyone else with her. She was really beaten down by life.
She was.
It was depressing just being near her. The whole bus just got really depressed.
Oh, super.
And so we ended up then about 20 minutes late, so that Zach was just finishing talking to the cameras, and then we were like, we didn't think we'd actually get that close, and then as soon as he finished talking to the cameras, he just got like completely mobbed. People were like just like pushing in, and like they were just like jumping in and taking a selfie and that, and because everyone is bigger than us because we're only little, and we were like, we're not going to get anywhere near. Every time we got close, another girl would just jump in front of us and get a selfie with him. And then eventually I got close and I tapped him on the shoulder and I was like, hi, can we have a photo of you? We've come from the UK. And then this other woman then sort of jumped in front of me and and took her photo. And then she put her kid in the photo. And I was like looking at Lynx like, this isn't happening. And next thing I know, Zach grabs me and pulls me into the photo. And so then I grab Lynx and pull her into the photo. And so Neve took the photo, and then we just buggered off, and we went and found the others.
Yeah, we spotted Billy, Jay, and Aaron were just like hanging back by his car, and nobody was near them, and so we went to speak to them, and well, we said like hello and where we were from, and then we just stood there in awkward silence.
We told Billy we were going to Alcatraz.
Yeah, and and then we just stood there in awkward silence, like we don't know what to say, and it was a bit awkward, but that's us.
That's still funny though. That's
we tagged them in the photos on Twitter and Instagram, and Billy actually messaged us on Twitter at 3 a.m. so that like during the investigation. So we were chatting to him on Twitter then, and we were like, and we said, it was great to meet you guys, and he's like, it was great to meet you too. I think you're really awesome. And we were like, next time anyone like has a go at us, we could be like, shut up, Billy thinks we're awesome.
It's like you get t-shirts made up, can't you? What would Billy do? That'd be brilliant. But no, I think that's kind of a weird reaction to have when Zach grabbed you and dragged you towards him, was to grab your sister and go, let's get a photograph, come on. I think all the other there were like, go, I know.
And it was, because like, he was starting, because like before that, he was like looking a bit stressed and he kept saying, I gotta go and that, and people weren't even asking if they could have their photo with him. They were just jumping in by him and taking selfies. And, and so I thought, well, I'll ask because, we're generally polite and that. So I did ask, and actually we were the only ones that he put his arms around. It's like, see, people, it pays to be polite. You just jump in there, they're just going to ignore you. You ask them for photos, they're going to be nice to you.
I mean, we actually got them to, we stole a notepad from the Excalibur Hotel, and that's what we got them to sign.
Awkward, you got them to sign on stolen goods.
Yeah.
Excalibur won't get that notepad back.
Yeah, typical Welsh people there.
Oh, a scouse making fun of somebody from Wales. Dude, that's irony at its best, dude.
Yeah, you Irish Yankee.
It's a typical writer thing. Like, most people from hotels would take, like, shampoo and that. Writers, we will always steal stationery. Anywhere we go, if there's a pen, we'll take it. Any pen, in any hotel.
We don't need pens. We got over 100 pens, but we still take the pens.
That was acquired. I'm exactly the same as you. I walk past the pen. I don't care where I am. I'll be in a shop and like to be pens on like the stands, so you can go over and like like in Argos, for instance, where they have the pen stand. I'm like, I need that pen.
We've got about 100 pencils as well. We had a competition with our sister who could get the most IKEA pencils in one trip. We've now got all these IKEA pencils and don't even know where they are now.
Oh, I've done that. And those stupid pieces of paper that they call tape measures.
Yeah.
My son, he just wraps them around his head. Dad, look, my head big. Like, yes, son. You learned a lot in school there. God help us. So, anyway, you went straight after Vegas. You went out to actually, you got all the pleasantries in Vegas set up where you tried to be not as much paranormal, but still ended up bumping into ghost adventures.
Yeah.
That was logic.
Yeah.
We'll just turn a corner. Oh, ghost adventures. that happened. So from there, it was straight off to San Francisco. How did you commute there? Was it a plane?
Yeah, we got a plane from Vegas to LA, and then it was like 3-hour stopover in LA, and then from LA to San Francisco.
That was boring. You should have done it by
coach. LA is just the worst. I just don't like LA one bit. So.
Oh, we didn't leave the airport, so we were okay.
You're alright. Yeah, it's such a dump. Unless you're a billionaire, then it's okay, right?
Yeah, when we were flying out over, it was like there's not much down here, and we were like looking. I was looking like for the Hollywood sign. It's like I can't see it. Someone nicked it. It's like,
it was in your purse.
Yeah. Awkward. But no, so you got down to San Francisco. Now that was a different story. If I'm right in believing, you actually got a chance to go out and investigate.
we did, yeah. Yeah, we did the Winchester Mystery House and Alcatraz.
Winchester Mystery House. Kate's got a massive love for that place, and I know, I'm not going to lie to you, I know minimal about it. Not due to anything other than the fact that...
it's incredible. I've never been there, but I gotta go there. It's well worth going there.
Yeah.
Well, I promise if you go there, you'll get lost. I promise.
Yeah.
One of those things where you walk upstairs, you open a door, and there's...
Oh, is that weird house where there's like doors into walls?
She built it. She built it because her husband had all those guns, and all these ghosts were talking to her to say, keep building, keep building, keep building.
No, I got told it was because she wanted to make the house as deliberately as confusing as possible, so the souls of the people killed by the guns couldn't catch them.
Yeah. There's sort of two versions, isn't there?
Yeah.
Either way, it's a creepy house.
It's a creepy house, yeah.
Question 2. How many doors did you walk into that were walls?
Well, we were led by a guide, so we didn't actually walk into any. If we'd been on our own, I think we would have as well. And there's a door that opens on the second floor, just leads straight down to the ground. And I think had we been like on our own, we would have just like gone straight out of it.
Yeah, I'm not. No offense, that would have been expected.
Yeah.
What was the guide? Any good? I mean, was the guy pretty much dry? You know, when I do this for a living, I give tours for a living, and I was wondering, as doing the Winchester Mystery House, I'd love it. I mean, I'd be jacked in there telling people about stuff.
I'd be stuck.
Was this guy kind of like dry about the paranormal? Or
no, he was sort of. He didn't go too much into the ghost, but he was sort of. He was really funny, wasn't he? He was really good. He was a young guy. He spoke really fast because we had to go really the limited amount of time there. But no, he was really good actually.
That's cool.
It was really weird because like we went to the servants because we'd been around this house and obviously it's rumored to be haunted, and then we walked into the servants' quarter, and as we walked through the door, it was really weird. It felt like walking through like a barrier of something. It just felt really odd, and it was just that one doorway into this court I walked through, and it was like walking through like a weird barrier of energy, and I just felt really weird, and my head went really weird, and that was the only sort of time we ever sort of sensed anything, and nobody else felt it. But like the next room, then I started getting a little bit dizzy, but other than that, we sort of didn't really experience anything. That was just odd.
See, that entire house would be enough to make me dizzy. The stairs going up, down, left and right and all over the bleeding place. I couldn't deal with that confusingness.
And like some stairs, like they go like that and they turn and they're like that, and the ceilings are really low, so everything else was ducking. But
it's a fun house. It's like a fun house. Yeah.
It was amazing. We were built for the mines. We didn't have to duck at all. And he was like, watch your head here. And like in the basement, they were like, you'll need hard hats in case you bang your head. We're never.
Actually, I did walk into a pipe, so I was glad I had my hard hat.
At least you admit to that. That's good.
Expected.
Like, people come in, sort of like wincing on my behalf. So it's okay. I got a hard hat. Fine.
Yeah. Hard hat, protective headwear. Don't worry about it. We got this. In saying that, you guys are from Wales, and a lot of you guys were miners anyway, so I'm pretty pleased with it. You're 100% prepared.
Yeah. Like our grandparents' generation, like all on our grandparents' side, everyone was, and on our side, they were actually all miners.
Oh, were they all miners?
I know Kate thought I was being insulting there. Kate, you failed to realise that miners in Britain were some like the hardest people on the planet. I mean,
they got miners here. I mean, everybody mined here too.
Your miners were girls.
Hey, we used Irish miners. We were the ones that first used Irish because we figured they'd work for nothing.
Did you not realise something? Right?
But they pay at least the Welsh.
No, think about it. Irish. Come on. They don't mine over there because the entire place is like a bogland. Basically, hiring an Irish man is like hiring a man to do your makeup. There's no point.
Dude, if it wasn't for the Irish, we wouldn't have railroads, dude. And the Chinese. I put it with the Chinese.
Well, let's not go with the Chinese. I can't. But no, we had no, dude. In World War One, we sent miners onto the battlefields to mine underneath the battlefields and set bombs off. That's what Welsh and British miners were like. They were hard people.
Yeah.
Well, they did that. They did that in the Civil War. The Northern Army went underneath the Confederate Army. We beat you to it, dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
we beat you to it.
See, this is why the Americans think they can take everything.
We do. You're our little sidekick. You're no longer a superpower.
We'll just tunnel underneath you.
You guys are past tense.
Yeah, we just
Not the Welsh. Not the Welsh.
Yeah.
So after the Winchester House, you went to, was it straight to Alcatraz, or did you just go to the Wax Museum?
We did the Wax Museum before. We did the Wax Museum in the dungeons before we went to Alcatraz. The Wax Museum was amazing.
We were dancing.
Yeah, we danced with John Travolta. He was in his, like Pulp Fiction dance.
No, not Pulp, it's the dancing one.
That was the Pulp Fiction dance.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, he was the Pulp Fiction mannequin. And they had music playing, so we set the camera up and we just danced with him for ages. Nobody else did, oddly. We danced with Madonna as well. Yeah. We put a Madonna song on and danced with her.
Now, did you manage to break any of them?
Luckily, no.
No, which is unusual for us. Mannequins do tend to break around.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking. I know last time we interviewed you, you said something about, I don't know if it was one of your investigations where you went and he was a mannequin nerd, and I think you've done something.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, that's in the outtakes.
That mannequin broke twice. He broke and we tried to fix him as well.
I'm starting to notice a pattern.
Sort of like just in case that the owners of Castle House would watch it, so we thought we'll put it in outtakes.
So yeah, when we release the outtakes, we'll tag you in it so you can see us break the mannequin.
Name broke the mannequin.
You've got to do it. I've been in a shopping area when a friend's tapped into a mannequin and it's fell to bits. It's literally just disintegrated into sections, and I've been like, oh my god. The people I surround myself with. So you went from there to the next place you went to was the
dungeons after that.
Yeah, the dungeons attraction that they have over here, but they put one in San Francisco.
Oh, and we went to this bar before the dungeons called Goat and Dust. And American measures of vodka are much stronger than ours.
And we weren't expecting it.
No, and so we had, it was just a vodka and lemonade, and after one we were drunk for the dungeons, and that was a strange experience.
Cool. Wrong spirits to be looking for, by the way.
Yeah.
Totally wrong ones. So you went straight into the dungeons. And now the dungeons, did you say it was just like an event area, or was it like...
Yeah, they have them over here. Edinburgh, London and York and Blackpool have the dungeons.
I know what you mean. And you've got, got like the tour guides and that.
Yeah, and they dress up. We kind of stalk them on Twitter a little bit, so we thought we'll go to the San Francisco one. We go to the Edinburgh one every year.
Yeah, I've been to the York one a few times, and there's one part of the York one where you walk through, because me and my wife, it's sad, whenever we get a chance to go to York, we'll go to York and we'll go on the same stupid ghost walk. The same story, but it's
Is that the one with the highwayman?
No, it's the one where they start telling you about the kids who were locked in the cupboard and that. The dead kids, but it's like the same guy at the same time. We always seem to get full victim to it, but it's still brilliant. You're like, I'll see if there's anything new, like like he's found something else from 200 years ago that I forgot about. But it's absolutely amazing. But that when we went to the York dungeon, and there was a Viking.
York ones, yeah.
It was hilarious. There was a Viking standing on a plinth, and he was meant to be a statue. And I looked as I walked past, and when you just see something, I could see hairs on his legs. And when my wife stands there, and Natalie's like that, she's sort of standing waiting for the next thing to happen. I was going, nah, you need to move. I know, I mean, she's scared of Wednesdays. Like, if she hears a bang, it's like, what the hell? So I'm like, right, Natalie, you need to move. He's got hairs on his legs. I was going, that's a dude. And she's like, the plinth's there. She's standing here, and his legs are there, and I'm going, that's a dude. You need to move away from the dude, because he's going to move in a second, and you're going to get startled slightly. And no sooner did she move out the way, he turned around and went, 1100 years, and screams. And I was like, good save. But, I know those like the dungeons. I don't know if it's being pre-sensitized due to investigating yourself or however you take it. When you go to somewhere like that, you get a bit uncomfortable anyway because you're in the dark and you know somebody's going to jump out on you, and you're like, right, I'm waiting for you now. Where are you? And you just semi-tempted to just go.
What's it cost to do a dungeon, like tour or something like that?
It was like $20 odd, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
about $26 to San Francisco.
So it's like £15 over here.
How long does it? What exactly is it? I'm not familiar with it. So
It's basically like a sort of historical tour with actors, but they scare you as well. Like they get out the torture equipment and pretend, and they pick on people, mostly men. They mostly pick on men, and they'll get out the torture equipment and that, and we always cheer them on and try and get.
And we start chanting "Tappy Chopper, Tappy Chopper" when they're in the torture room.
So I gotta ask Mo a question. Mo, did you ever jump in a dungeon?
Right, I'll tell you something that did happen in the dungeon. We were sitting there, and they were trying to mimic an old Yorktown. And while I'm sitting there, it's totally utterly dark. I'm talking, you could not see your hand in front of your face dark. And do you know when your eyes just slowly get accustomed due to an emergency exit light on the right side?
Yeah.
And my eyes got accustomed a little bit better to the dark. And the next minute, off the corner of my eye, I seen the darkness go from total darkness to not as dark and then dark again. So somebody came in the room and I'm sitting there and I'm like, right, I'm listening. And when you can just hear someone breathing and I know it's not the person next to me, it's somebody who's just there.
Oh,
and I was like, right, I know it. And I could have been some dude, so I'm like, don't jump out on me. In the back of my head, I'm saying, don't jump out on me because I will smack you one. I swear I'll throw a punch. It was a little woman.
Oh, it's a little woman. You screamed like a girl. Mo, you screamed like a girl. I know you did. Mo was like, had to leave. No, honestly, I think that's very cool because never done it. Love to do it because I'm sure I'll jump.
Everyone gets really scared and they tend to hide behind us because we're not scared over there because we know pretty much what's coming. We've done about 4 or 5 of them now, so we love them. And people get really scared and they don't want to go through the door first, so we lead them through the door. But often, if we see that someone is scared on the tour, we'll point them out to the actors.
You're pushing the people through the door, going, "It's okay." There's somebody on the other side.
You'll be fine.
Your tour guides, yeah, they think you're tour guides, right?
What's the worst that could happen? It's hilarious because there's a room. There's a room of mirrors in the York one. Have you been in that one?
Yeah. There's one in the Edinburgh dungeons. We walked into each other. We were like this in the mermaids. We walked smack into each other.
Oh my god! I walked into 3 mirrors. 3. I clipped 3 mirrors, and it was embarrassing.
You hit 3 mirrors in there? Is it like a mirror room or something?
Yeah. But anybody else would walk away from there.
No, I probably hit my head or something 100 times.
I went straight into about 3 of them. But the worst part was people were following me. Like I knew where I was going. I'm like, yeah, come with me. I got this. Don't worry. I got this. Bang, mirror. It's embarrassing. But no.
We walk through like zombies, and like we'll often like hit the mirrors. But this one point, and I don't know why, we saw what we each thought was our own reflection, and just kept going at it. And then we just bumped smack into each other, and we like just grabbed each other, and it's like, not a reflection.
Yep, definitely not glass. Yep. So straight from there, the last place you went to while you were over there was Alcatraz.
Alcatraz, yeah.
I know you guys. You were on Instagram and Twitter. You were saying going there, and how excited you were.
Yeah.
How did that?
Alcatraz has been like we've got like a list of all the haunted
places. You've got your bucket list.
See, and it's been #1 for years.
Okay, so what's #1 now?
Dracula's Castle in Romania.
Oh, is that where you're going next?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to eat anything.
Vlad. Vlad the Impaler, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Vlad, but clearly Vlad Tepes doesn't like cranberry juice, so you might not get over there. Oh my dear God, that's immense. So what was it like? What was Alcatraz like? How long were you there for?
We were there for about 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, we did the night tour.
Yeah, so we went over.
Oh, nice.
about 6:30 in the evening. So we went over during sunset, which is nice. We got to see the Golden Gate Bridge in the sunset, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got there, it started getting dark. And we saw the whole tour group. It was like about 100 people. So we thought, our first thought whenever we go to with a tour group is, let's lose them as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So we waited for them to go off. And so they all followed the guide. We were the only ones left. And there was like a ranger behind us, like making sure everybody went the right way. So we got him to have a photo with us.
He'd only been there for like 3 weeks, and we were like, "You seen any ghosts?" And he's like, "I've only been here 3 weeks." And we're like, "Have a photo with us."
Yeah. That's bad. Just picking on the new guy.
And so we went in, and we went straight up to the hospital, because everybody else had got their audio things, and so
They only open hospital at night.
yeah, they only opened it during the night. So we thought, right, we'll get up there before everybody else. We only had about a minute before everyone else came, and they were just all following each other, sort of listening to the
They're little
audio.
sheep with their headphones on, just all walking in a line, sort of with each other and that.
And then we were going in the opposite way. We didn't have headphones. Well, we had them, but we were too excited to listen to it.
So everyone's like, "You got to do the audio tour. It's amazing." And we were like, "We're in Alcatraz. This is amazing." But we're too excited. We were too excited to listen to the audio tour. I'm sure it was amazing, but we didn't hear it.
Yeah, you couldn't kill us.
You're out for fun. Yeah, you're getting, Alcatraz is one of those places. It's so touristy when you're there. You're like, I want to go somewhere like lock myself into solitary confinement. You know how
We spent a long time in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Isn't that creepy? That's pretty creepy in its own way, though. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, we were like, really, because about 12 people got locked in together, and we were like, "Can we be locked in like alone?" And
He put the four of us in, because we went with our friend who lives in California. She joined us, so he only put the four of us in. We wanted to go in like individually, but I don't think it was time.
but he did give us longer than anyone
Yeah.
else, because like, you know, everyone else was like obviously there to, and we first got on the island, they were like, "So why is everyone here? You know, 100 people, no one spoke. We shout out, 'Ghosts!' And like, and people just look at us and we're like,
You'd expect
"Why
everyone
are
to
you
go,
going
yeah!
And
Oh,
he
no.
was like,
We
don't shout out ghosts." So then we went, "Dead people!"
Yeah. People who don't like living here no more. You know, the one thing, it's an unwritten rule whenever if you ever have to get access to a place, right, and it was a very hard place to get access to, everybody seems to do it, and I know you guys have done it the same in the past in the same location we've done it, where you'll get on an event, you'll walk in and say to the event organizer, "You go left, we'll go right." You cool with that? 90% of the time they just go, "You've paid me, I don't care."
yeah.
But no, in a place like Alcatraz, when you got a ranger staring down your back with a weapon, you're like, "I'll follow the crowd just to be safe."
See, we didn't. The moment we got in there, we just lost the crowd, because we were like, "We're not hanging with you jokers anymore. We're here to ghost hunt." And so we just immediately abandoned the tour. And then after we'd done the solitary confinement, we said to the guide, Mike, we were like, "So, you seen any ghosts then?" And he hadn't, but after a little while, he came and found us, and he said, "Have you guys seen a hospital?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, we went up there." And the staff, he went, "Do you want to go up in the dark without everyone else?" We were like, "Hell yeah!" So he took us up there, and he took us to the psych cell.
Observation cells, yeah. They'd been roped off, you weren't allowed in there, but he took us in there, so that was cool.
That's decent. That's a nice guy.
Everyone else was downstairs.
They were watching like the cell doors opening, like they were doing some sort of demonstration. It's like we
we were like, "We can open the cell doors ourselves, it's fine."
Yeah. Let's all travel halfway across the planet, you know, and then back over half to see cell doors open and close. That's a plan.
But the thing about Alcatraz, it's interesting, the history of it. What's that background?
No, don't worry. Is it like singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sing along with it. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. That's
No.
apparently Gossip Girl. I don't know.
Now, that's all good. It's all
I thought it was a dog barking.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't know. That could have been a dog, too. He does that.
He ain't barking tonight. He's well old.
But actually, it used to be Native American land. It used to be Native American land before they built it. Then they built it around the Civil War time. They used it during the Civil War. And then following that, they used it as a military prison, and then they started to use it as a major prison. I mean, it's been built upon
Yeah.
all these years. That's what's pretty cool about the history of it too.
Yeah, 'cause we researched a lot of the history because like we tend to do that when we're going ghost hunting. We'll research the history before we research the ghosts because we're really into history of places. So we did a lot of the research on history of Alcatraz. So yeah, it's fascinating.
And apparently, yeah, Alcatraz is called, it means pelican, and we saw a pelican on the way over, so it's like, that was good.
Yeah.
Well played, Pelican. Probably paid to sit there, like, wasn't it? Like a little Mexican pelican needing a job. That's what it was. Can't help it. So, how much? I'm sorry. How much footage did you manage to get?
That was fun. I don't know if to laugh or just sit there and go like this because that was kind of funny.
I don't meet many Mexicans that can get away with it. How much footage was usable?
I don't know. How much was? Yeah, so what was that?
How much footage did you get which was usable, which you can make an episode out of?
In Alcatraz, probably most of it.
Yeah, we were filming for like the whole 2 hours, and because we managed to lose the tour right from the start, yeah, we'd probably managed to get most of it, yeah.
Winchester Mystery House, not so much because we weren't allowed to film inside, but we filmed outside. We're also going to do a special just American episode and just
that's brilliant.
Haunted.
Now,
and that would actually start with a rant from Kat about Gatwick.
Yeah, the American Adventures episode starts with me just mouthing off about the security in Gatwick.
Never mind, that use Gatwick to get out of Britain anymore, unfortunately. Probably won't make any friends with that. As for outtakes, though, there's the question. How much outtakes do you reckon you could drag from it?
I don't know, probably not a lot.
We didn't fall over. Well, you didn't fall over.
No, that was surprising. I hit my head in the Winchester Mystery House. But yeah, no, apart from that, nothing really went wrong, did it?
No, which was remarkable because it always goes wrong when we go to these places.
I'm a bit concerned, though. Especially with regards to you two. I mean, you normally break everything around you, or at least try and cause some form of problem.
I know, I'm sort of worried now if Alcatraz is actually still standing or if it just all collapsed after we left.
That poor guy, that guard, Mike, he probably walked through, got caught by one of the ropes and noosed himself by accident. you guys are like, yeah, we're done. At least something happened behind you. So, nevertheless, that sort of concludes your entire American escapades. What have you got going over here now?
On Saturday we're going to be at Bristol Horror Con. We've managed to get a table. We didn't mention Calamityville because we thought they'll never let us have a, if they've ever heard of Calamityville, they'll never let us have a table. So we got a table to sell our books. And then
are you going to sneak Calamityville in?
Yeah, we're taking our Calamityville business cards.
And we're allowed to put stuff in people's goodie bags, so we're going to put them in people's bags. Over Halloween, we're going up to Scotland, going back to Edinburgh over Halloween. So we're doing a book signing up in Falkirk on Halloween. So we're going to spend a few days in Edinburgh, and then we're ghost hunting in Fife in Curos Palace on actual Halloween as well. So we've never been to Fife, so we kept mispronouncing the name because it's like spelled Culross. So we were calling it Culross, but apparently it's Curos. So. Yeah, we're going to be ghost hunting over Halloween up in Scotland. And
do you know what? We're doing sort of the same, but in Liverpool. We've managed. It's weird. It's like nobody wants to get a location over Halloween.
Really?
Like,
that's the best time. We always try and get locations over Halloween.
It's weird. Like some of the places that we've requested certain places, as you would, you go and see a place, you request it. Normally you'd get no, book that week. I think the 4 different places we called were like, yeah, we're free on the 30th and the 31st. And you're like,
wow.
How are you free? And I've just got this feeling that everybody just goes, right, okay, well, technically, according to old folklore, it's the busiest time of year for them.
Yeah.
So let's go and get chocolate. So,
we always try events. There's like, it's rubbish in Wales on Halloween. There's hardly any events. So every year we're like, oh, we've got to do a ghost hunt on Halloween. And like with the tours and that, they're always usually booked out like well in advance. So we try and hire a place, and that usually it'd be like really expensive and that. But we always try and go somewhere sort of on Halloween.
Because if we're ever going to get anything, it'd be on Halloween. So.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It makes total sense. But unfortunately, fortunately, for some reason, nobody does it. So we've got a place on the 30th, exactly the same situation as you guys. It was just a case of give it a call. Yeah, cool. That worked kind of easy. So that'll do us. So you've got to up in Edinburgh. Are you going to vaults?
Yeah, we've done all the vaults tours, but we're going back. It's like vaults on Halloween. We have to go back, and we're going to go back to the one that Merck had. Was that the Bay Street one?
Yeah.
Because last time we went to that one, we heard footsteps, and we were down there by ourselves. Because we deliberately lost the tour, waited for everyone else to go back, and hung back, and we heard footsteps when we were down there on our own. So we're going back to that one, see if we can recapture it.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I mean, especially with regards to the vaults, I'd love to have been the person who found them, by the way.
Yeah.
Somebody literally, oops, oh look, we found a doorway that led into a set of vaults. That's kind of cool. That's how you do it. But so Edinburgh and then Fife straight after that. What else have you got planned? Is that as far as you've gone?
We've spent like the past few months actually going to Woodchester Mansion in Gloucestershire, because when we went there 3 years ago, first time, and I saw a woman in the windows, and I thought it was a tourist, and was like saying to Link, our friend, there's someone in the windows, and then we get in, and there's no floors up to where that window is, and apparently she's seen a lot, and so there's this group, Team Impact, and they've been hosting these horror nights at Woodchester where they show a horror film, and then let you go ghost hunting it.
That's a good idea.
It's amazing, and it's so much fun, and we're going on our third one, and they always let us go there a lot. They let us go there before everyone else. Everyone else leaves at 4, and they let us stay there till 5:30. So it's really cool. So we get like a bit of private time there. We've had the other two guests, even though we keep like causing mischief. And last time we were there, they let us, go off on our own because they know us, and we were actually marked as troublemakers before we got there for the first time.
They somehow heard of us.
Yeah, they somehow knew who we were, and we were like, after the first time, we're marked as troublemakers now, aren't we? And they were like, you were marked as troublemakers before we even met you. We were like, oh no. And
well, people know when you actually got you a location once, didn't it? Was it recently? You got somebody said if you give me a copy of your book.
Yeah, Bodmin Jail. Yeah.
How did that go?
10th of July. That was fantastic. Yeah, we went there, and we went with Neen, and then another ghost hunter, Laura, who we've been teaming up with Jack and Laura quite a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and Neen's mum, and sort of like a few days before, Neen was like, so where are we sleeping then? And we were like, don't know. She's like, if you're not booked anywhere, we've only got the jail till 6 a.m. We're gonna need to sleep somewhere afterwards. And we were like, we'll sleep in the jail, or we could camp. And no one's camping. And we get to the jail with our sleeping stuff, and he was like, so did you ask if it was alright to sleep in the jail? And we were like, no, but it'll be fine. We've got our sleeping bags. It would be fine.
So we were prepared to sleep in the car or on the moors, if anything.
I'm not sure everyone was like really too impressed with us, but they did let us sleep in the jail, so it was okay.
Horrible.
Next time we should probably like book somewhere in advance, but it's like
we wanted to sleep in the jail, and we thought, I think subconsciously thought, if we book somewhere we won't sleep in the jail.
It was if we deliberately don't and then show up and go, we've got nowhere to stay, they'll be like, oh, you can sleep here, and they did.
So technically you turned up like homeless people.
Yeah. We slept on the floor.
Yeah. Handling out front and shit.
I just realised you went to a jail and slept on the floor.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's props to you.
No, they've got beds all over the jail.
It was like the best night's sleep we had. Well, we only had a couple of hours sleep, but it was the best sleep we'd ever had as well. And we were all dusty then. It was a bit dirty.
Oh no, I couldn't deal with that. Didn't you guys also go to Derby jail?
Oh yeah, that was last December. Yeah, we slept in a condemned cell.
Yeah, I thought you were going this year for some reason.
No, we went last year. Yeah, Richard Felix had like a Christmas party, so we went to that, and we were allowed to sleep. We slept in the condemned cell.
Yeah, that was on the bed, so the wooden beds there.
Yeah, sort of original wooden prison beds. They were really comfy, actually. We had a good night's sleep there as well. Yeah. We sleep better in haunted places than we do in our own beds.
I was about to say, new age problems there. Oh no, I've got to go home and sleep on a lovely mattress after sleeping on a wooden bed all night in a jail cell. That's luck, that. And you're getting like...
Freezing cold jail, great night's sleep. Nice warm house, terrible.
In saying that, I wouldn't like to sleep in your car, to be fair, because your car's about like 1.5 seater, isn't it? It's like a little tiny smart car.
Yeah, hot pink smart car.
Yeah, there wasn't really any room. We'd have to just sleep in the seats upright.
Yeah, it's not as if you could recline, is it? Because you'd pop out the back.
No, the seats don't go back, so yeah.
Oh no, but no, that's brilliant. I mean, I'm glad you've had so much fun. I'm glad that we managed to speak to you with regards to America, because I watched on Instagram and I watched on Twitter, and you know, when some of the things you were posting, I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh shit, they've done something wrong. No. But no, I'm glad. But I think, as I said, you guys are welcome on any time. It's brilliant. I enjoy you coming on because. I enjoy you coming on because we sort of start with the questions, and then it all goes to crap because
we claim everything we're involved with. Like when we went on the last horror night with Team Impact, because like they let us wander, and all we were doing, it was completely innocent on our part. We were just standing there, ghost hunting, you know,
in the dark.
We blindfolded ourselves as well.
Yeah.
And we were just standing there with our cameras. We weren't sort of speaking. I mean, maybe it was partly our fault that when we heard people, we just went quiet. And people, every time people walked past, they look in the room and they weren't expecting to see us there. And so many people screamed. And every now and again, you just hear the scream echoing around the mansion, and it was our fault.
Yeah, they'd spotted us.
And we weren't doing it deliberately. It's just we frightened, I think, half the guests, wasn't it? Yeah, accidentally.
Especially when we were relying on they have what they called it a mortuary, because it used to be the code storage for food. And then during World War II, they put the bodies of the soldiers in there because it was code. And so we thought, well, we'll try and get the soldiers. So we lay down on the mortuary floor, and then people were walking past the door and just
could see us sprawled on the mortuary floor, because at some point we were like doing death poses and that, and it just terrified everyone.
That's awesome.
The one thing I find uncomfortable, especially when you go to some of these locations and there's other people there, when you walk past people, do you ever, I always fall victim to it, I don't know if you guys are the same, when you walk past, you sort of like, you don't know what to say, you're just sort of like, you're right.
Yeah.
It's like walking past somebody in a pub, it's like, you're right, nice one, thank you, and then you walk past and think.
We often do the shifty avoiding eye contact and sort of look and pretending we haven't seen them. You know, like, or just sort of like, looking down and pretending not seeing, or like you get your phone out and stuff like that, and that's when you walk into people then.
What you need to do on your next investigation that you do in an event, and I swear if you guys do it, we'll do it on our next event, is I'm going to walk over to somebody and go, can you see me? Just to see what happens. That's brilliant, I've got to do it. But no, can you imagine how funny it would be? Or one of you walk out of one door and the other one walk in on another door.
What we should do is when they start talking to us and they'll be like, are you twins? And that we should be like, what? And like look around and be like, there's only one of me twins. And they'd be like, yeah, and we'd be like,
or go like that when one of them goes, are you guys twins? I was a twin once. The fun you could have on an investigation would be amazing. Do you know what, right? Just sod investigating, swerve it, right? Give up on it now. You're doing really well, but just give up when you're on a high, right? And just go on as practical jokers and just.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Oh my God! One of you walk past somebody and you don't tap on the shoulder and go, "You okay?" Just to see the look on people's faces, that'd scare them.
We've got these like long sort of Victorian-esque Gothic dresses as well. We should totally wear them.
Yeah.
Oh God, just have so much fun scaring the crap out of people.
Yeah.
You get your money's worth. But no, that's brilliant. Right, so back to Edinburgh, right? You've got a book signing. What's the book signing for? What book is it?
We're releasing a new book called The Malignant Dead about the plague in 1645 in Edinburgh. So it's about the plague doctor. So we're launching that up in Scotland because it's set cool. There and that. And we know people on Facebook. Julie and Dee, they've got a shop called Trinity Moon in Falkirk, and they've been stocking all our books, and apparently we're quite popular up there, which is really weird. And so they were like, oh, there's a big Halloween fair up in Falkirk on Halloween. Do you want to come? You could do a book signing and a book launch. And we were like, why the hell not? Because at first we were like, oh, it's not that long after we get back from Edinburgh and like HorrorCons
From America
and like HorrorCons in between. And then we were like, why the hell not? We'll go spend Halloween at Scotland.
Could be just worse places to spend Halloween than Scotland. Scotland,
like, we go to Edinburgh every year, and we haven't been back this year, and we were a bit gutted. And then
we thought, oh, we're not going to go. But then when they invited us, we thought, yeah, excellent, we can go back to Edinburgh.
So we actually, a couple of friends are coming with us, and then so we invited them. We're like, oh, we'll go up to Edinburgh for a few days. We're leaving them there and going to Falkirk for 2 days.
Yeah, enjoy Edinburgh. We're gone.
Yeah, we know Edinburgh really well. You'll be fine. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that over there? Run. How many books now is it that with this book now? How many books is it you've got going?
This would be the
eighth one.
Eighth one, yeah.
Wow.
God.
I know, and we've got a story coming out November 12th. It's been published in the Jack the Ripper anthology, and, you know, we're massive Jack.
Yeah.
And sounds wrong, but, you know, and being really into Jack the Ripper sounds wrong as well, but... you know, we like watch our documentaries, we've got all the books and that.
But at least now we can say, oh, it was research, and so it doesn't seem weird then.
Our obsession Jack the Ripper doesn't.
Is it fiction or non-fiction?
This is fiction.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually did it of a guy leading the Jack the Ripper tour. He actually is Jack the Ripper. So it's Jack the Ripper leading his own tour and recreating his murders.
Oh, that is so cool.
That's
That
brilliant.
is so cool.
That you know what? I love that type of angle where it's just a little twist in the end. But have you ruined the twist, by the way, or you haven't ruined the book, have you?
Probably, but people probably won't read it anyway.
Oh no, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Right, well, guys, we're coming to the end. So before we go, what are we plugging?
You can plug The Malignant Dead. It's available for pre-order on Amazon.
Is it just through Amazon or and in Edinburgh
as well? Yeah.
And it's in print.
Yeah.
When the print copies arrive.
Yeah. We haven't got them
super.
yet.
So the Malignant Dead, is it called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what if it's possible, if you guys can send me a link after the show, just a link to where you can get all of it, and what we'll do is we'll put it onto the show.
Yeah.
What's that?
We can send you a picture of the cover as well. So.
Brilliant. Yeah. If you can do that, what we'll do is we'll put it into the show notes for this.
Cool.
Okay, guys. Right. Well, I'm afraid it is going to be time for us to call it quits.
The time always goes so quickly on this show.
It does.
We normally do an hour and a half, but I thought this evening I've just been literally.
No apologies, ladies. He's been a girl.
I'm so
tired. I'm so tired. I'm so British. I'm so tired. I'm so British. I'm so tired.
Well, to be fair, we haven't. This is the first time we've been on, and we haven't broken your show. So any longer than an hour,
Hello.
I'm still paying for Breaking America. I don't know.
I was about to start going. Hello, your audio stopped. What are you saying? No, you haven't broken it. Don't worry.
At least we didn't create that horrible wormhole effect we did last time.
What's the worst that could happen? No. I look, wormhole effects on this show. I mean, it's only caused by you guys.
That was good.
Right, guys. Well, anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much for coming on.
It's been great talking to you again.
And again, as I said, open invitation. You're welcome back anytime. Send me links to the books, and we'll get them posted up on the page with this as well.
Yep.
So,
thank you very much.
thanks very much, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.